Hello everyone, and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Mono Black Disruption. So, we've played aggro, we played control, and I tried to make a mid-range deck, but it just always turned out to be very similar to control. So I thought about why not go even to the deeper end and try some tech strategies. And one of the tech strategies I found that's actually fairly popular online is Mono Black Disruption. And that disruption goes into hand disruption and creature kills. So the deck runs something like this. It actually doesn't have the traditional Mono Black packages in terms of the Tenacious Underdog. It does have Liliana, it does have Invoke, all of those good stuff, but later on towards the heavier ends. So in the early game, we have 2 cutdowns, very little cutdown in fact, because we have March of the Wretched Sorrow and 4 Go for the Throat to really cut down our opponent's creatures, anyone we want, right? Not just cut down where it's has to be a total of 5 or less of power and toughness. Go for the Throat just kills anything that's not artifact. And then we also have 4 Pilfer for hand disruption. Now this is a bit of a tricky card to play because if you play it too early against an aggro deck, it's not going to be good. But against a control deck, you can stop their combo, stop their big sort of controlling card. So it really are a deciding factor how we play off this card, how we mulligan when we have this card. And then of course for Bank Buster, since we're playing a slightly slower game style. And then the 3-drop, because we have so much removal, and even hand disruption, this one can make them discard creature cards, right? So we have 3 Graveyard Trespasser to capitalize on that, and 2 Liliana of the Veil to get more hand destruction or get more creature sacks. And then the Liliana ability really just says it all, right? Hand disruption, creature kill. And then we have 1 Celestus to help us cycle some of the cards that we might not need and get an extra mana advantage, should we play against a slower deck. Then, in the 4-drop, we got 4 Sheoldred. Obviously, on a black deck, you need to have Sheoldred to kind of use that as a closer. Or not a closer, but you use that as a on-board sort of threat against a lot of aggressive opponents. Then, in the 5-drop, we actually have a bunch. We have 3 Gix Command and 4 Invoke Despair. This is something that I found online that a lot of decks are trying. I don't know if that's too many 5-drops. It might not be good, but it really depends on the mulligan, and because we're monocolor, we might be able to get away with it. And Invoke Despair is just that good because it itself is disruption and hand advantage all in one card. This card is just broken. Unless we're going against a blue heavy counterspell deck, this card is going to this card is lit. And then next we have a fake 3-drop in Phyrexian Fleshgorger, right? It's also a 7-drop, so we really need to drop a 7/5 life-linking menace with ward pay 7 life. That's crazy. And then we have 1 Blade Coil Serpent. So I know it's a Grixis card, but in this case, it's only acting as just mono black Serpent. But it is, if you just have mono black in your deck, this is a huge hand disruption, right? If you pay 6, comes into play, opponent discards 3 cards, but you can make it more. If you pay 8, your opponent will discard 4 cards, so on and so forth. It's actually we could get it to work. I don't want to say it's good, and there's only 1 off, and then a lot of the tech decks that I've seen do run 1 off, so I want to try it out. And in the land base, because we're a little bit of a heavier deck, we have 26 lands. We have 24 swamps, 1 Talking Numa, and 1 Field of Ruin, just so that if our opponent is aggressive with a bunch of creature lands, we can kill it when it's trying to attack us. And yeah, that's the deck. 60 card deck list, fairly standard. Some tech cards are, interesting to say the least. Mainly the Blade Coil and the Pilfer. I want to see how well it works and whether or not it's fun to play. So let's go ahead and try out this deck. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. I want to go to events. No, fine match. They're already making this confusing as it is. Mono Black Disruption. There we go. So this is controllier to control in my opinion. The previous control deck I played is... I think you can kind of consider that as more of a mid-rangey because even though it's controlly, it has mid-range tempo plays. This deck doesn't really have that much tempo play. A lot of it is just answering what my opponent does. Well, we have 2 Bank Buster and Pilfer, so let us keep this hand. It's not great. It doesn't have any removal, but I don't know what's the best way to play this deck yet. We're going to find out. Good puffer. Our opponent mulligans. And they're also playing black. This is a black sleeve. And they're Liliana avatar, so I'm assuming. Oh, and they're Prison Mike. Oh no, it's Prison Mike. Alright, so the choices are Bankbuster or Pilfer. Oh, they're not playing mono black. Well, if that's the case, Bankbuster it is. Also, we might miss 9-drop number 3. That's painful. Alright, they're Esper aggro. Soul Partition. Wow. We didn't miss land draw number 3. That's good. I guess the question now is Liliana or Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Let's get the Fleshgorger out, right? It's a tempo advantage. And if they want to get rid of it, they have to pay 3 life. There's those Esper colors. There's no play. So let's go in for the attack, see what he does. Nothing, huh? Well, then we're gonna Pilfer him. If he counters our Pilfer, that's a counterspell wasted. So that's okay. Union of the Third Path. I'm not sure if you want to play that in response. Well, he has a lot of lands. Memory Deluge is good. Silver Scrutiny is good. But Dissipate is even better. Take all his counterspell potential, so now he can't counter my next play. And he's probably gonna hold up draws. He didn't even hold up draws. I guess they're all tap lands. Lay down arms. Beautiful. Please draw me a land. Come on. That's not a land. I don't know what's the hell up. He can't really respond with anything.
This is my
I guess he can
and I don't
Silver
appreciate
Scrutiny for
when
0.
people touch my things.
Everyone discard a card. I don't know if he has any creatures, so go for the throw is going away.
Don't overthink things.
He's discarding his Silver Scrutiny. That's how he get back in the game. I don't understand. Why did he discard his land? Okay. Deluge? Of course.
You won't be
I don't want to discard my Bankbuster, so I'll discard the second Liliana because I want to play the Bankbuster and draw a card with it to keep up my tempo advantage. Alright, our opponent is, even though Liliana, Avatar, black sleeves, he's playing Esper Control. Like the worst kind of player in the world. Me! I don't like facing against Esper Control because I wish I'm Esper Control. Let's put it that way. Okay, so he has 6 lands, right? Yeah, 6 lands. So he can't really do anything right now to... well, he can flash back the Memory Deluge, is what I'm saying.
Don't overthink things.
Make him discard a card. That's his last card. And we will invoke to spare him, just to draw some cards. You can counter it, but then he's off cards. Yep. Now he has 1 card left. You gonna play it, or Liliana's make him discard it? And now we have full control of the game. Alright, so... Huh. I could just ult Liliana, make him sack his lands. Do I want to do that? Ultimate Liliana gets rid of my Liliana, though. I guess I'll play this, but if I play Sheoldred and he has a counterspell, then he would just counter. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you didn't. Then you discard your last card? Oh, okay, that's what it was. Well, then we will prove the good old Shieldy. Do I want to do that? I don't want to do that. Because he could draw an Emperor, and then that's going to ruin my play. Alright, goodbye. Yeah, stupid Esper deck. Get out of here, you. Liliana is just so good at hand disruption. constantly. It's a good thing I didn't -6 there. I could -6 next turn, and our opponent does not have any answer to that. And we'll keep Liliana, so that's how good it is. Feels good to either Esper Control. Because although I love playing Esper Control, I hate playing against it. Because they have all the answers if they have the right draws. And sometimes Arena just gives them the right draws. Arena allows you to see which of your friends is playing right now, but you cannot talk to them. I think you can talk to them now, but you still can't play like multiplayer games. Oh, we get to go first again. That's fun. We have 2-drop into 3-drop. I will keep that. Also, you can't spectate. That's the biggest thing that Arena doesn't have, which is unfortunate because spectating is how we can get esports going. Alright, well, that's no play turn 1. I guess having a Bankbuster out against a white deck doesn't do anything. Let's see what deck it is. Alright, it is a white deck. It's got Soul Partition. It's got Lay Down Arms. It's got Seraph, and it's got Thoran Spider. Do I care about the Spider? Not really. I think it's scarier to have to steal Seraph. Alright, if I play Liliana, would he Soul Partition it? Probably, right? I will play Bankbuster. He can Soul Partition that. He didn't. That was a waste of a turn. He should have. Alright, he played a spider. We're gonna make him sacrifice his spider. Sacrifice your spider.
Happy to help, but I'm... Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Also, thanks for the Power Stone to help me draw with Bankbuster. That's insanely good for me. The Laydown Arm is just there to kill Sheoldred, so until it comes out, I'm not gonna play my Sheoldred. Okay. That's a bit scary. It's a mono white Power Stone deck. That's funny. They have their Bankbuster. We have our Bankbuster. But we're ahead of them in Bankbustering goodness. Okay, I want to play my lands, but I'm thinking about whether to plus Liliana. Will that do anything? Well, let's draw a card first. That's definitely happening. Okay, there you go. I'm not going to need that cut down.
Don't overthink things.
And I will play another Bankbuster to get ahead of our opponent with a bunch of card draws. If he plays any creatures or Planeswalker, our Invoke is going to eat it, or make him eat it. Pass. We'll draw a card. It's a land. Pilfer. Ooh, that's fun. You discard a card first. You want to play something in response? We got all day. The Wandering Emperor. Okay.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off.
Soul Partition is not as... I mean, Laydown Arm isn't as scary as keeping Sheoldred back. Because that's the only thing that's annoying. Yeah. That's fine. We'll draw a card. See what happens. Oh, the Celestus. That's fun. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, which is not enough for activating the Invoke. But we can kill the Wandering Emperor. I guess we'll do that. So, will we +1? That just makes him discard a land, huh? I don't know how wonderful that is, but we're putting up the Liliana counter. That's sort of important. Alright, let's do it. We don't need the Celestus. We have a lot of card draw already,
We all have things we'd rather.
and we want to bring his hand size down a bit. Alright, it's -1, which means that it has 2. It has 2, right? It has 2, so we will kill it. And that's just in turn so that he cannot soul partition. And we'll pass
May
turn.
your blade strike true.
It's a nice 2-2 you got. Would be a shame if it just didn't do anything. His Bankbuster's still only on 2, so he can't really activate it this turn. Oh, he can activate it, but he can't make it a little soldier guy. Pilot guy? I don't know. A bunch of things are happening. He just drew 2 cards. Liliana's not disrupting him up, but the Pilfer. Oh, the Pilfer is really eating into our opponent. He is attacking. Block. Alright, I think he wants to soul partition my Bankbuster. Do I care if he soul partitions the Bankbuster and then deal damage to Liliana? Not really. I don't want to give up. No, I guess I can. I already declared blockers, so I'll do it this turn. Another Milestone Weakstone. Interesting. Just gonna draw 2 more cards. That's a lot of card draw from our opponent, so let's counter with some card draw of our own. Now we have a land to play. And... huh. Did I want to play that land there? Did I want to discard a card? So, what am I going to discard anyways? The Phyrexian Fleshgorger? That is kind of good against our opponent. I want to play the Graveyard Trespasser so that I can eat... really not much to eat, huh? If I draw a card here, I'm down to 2 lands. Can't do anything against our opponent with just 2 lands. But I'm losing on card advantage, and I don't want that to happen. So, let's let the Bankbuster do its thing. Alright, he wants to take out my Liliana.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
That's okay. I mean, it wasn't gonna do much. I thought about not activating it when I was going to play the Graveyard Trespasser. I guess I can still do that. Our opponent has a lot of mana. I'm not sure if it's gonna go anywhere. Mono black against mono white. The battle is old as age itself. And our opponent is the ropey type, because, you know, we're on 4 cards versus 4 cards. Portal to Phyrexia, wow. That is threatening. Well, what can I do against it? Do I have any creatures in here? I don't. And they have 2 creatures. So, just take one out. We'll get a Duran Spider. Take out your Seraph. Enjoy your Duran Spider, I guess. We'll play another land. We have 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have 7. So we can put out the Fleshgorger. That's a big thing. Does he have another portal, though? That's kind of scary, right? I don't know if I want to eat into that. Maybe I'll play a Liliana. Let's draw a card first. Okay. That answered my question a lot easier. We'll portal. And we'll take your next thing. Now it's time to get aggressive. He could have another portal. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. But now I have a big enough board where if he portals again, I'll sack both the Bank Busters and the Pilot. Doesn't scare me at all. Scares you a little bit. So partition his own portal. Yep. Let's see. We will crew this. And we will crew this. Look at that. Oh no, all my creatures are dead. So he has 2 cards left. Unfortunately, I only have one play with this. Maybe he'll discard a creature. I don't think he will, because... Right? I'm pretty sure he'll crew his Bank Buster. That's the problem.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my... Drop it.
Do I want to do that? He has 1 card. Maybe it's the last soul partition. Oh, that'd be annoying. There's a lot of soul partitions. I don't want to play another thing just to scare him. He can reanimate something. There's really nothing for him to reanimate, huh? Yep. Okay, so... Maybe we'll pull out the Fleshgorger. I'm not gonna throw my Graveyard Trespasser into whatever the Portal of Phyrexia is gonna summon. But this is Menace, so we can't block it. Ooh, Steel Seraph, that's interesting. Wow, that is not what you should be playing. I guess you can use it to kill Liliana, that's his plan, but then how is he gonna combat my attackers? Doesn't even give it lifelink. Oh, you only have 1 card left.
With friends.
So, if I attack, he takes 9. Well, he'll block 1, so he'll take 6. It's more important for me to figure out what he has. Let's do that first. Oh, we got rid of a lance. That's good.
A fight? And you think you can win? You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay, there's no creatures in the graveyard. So, yeah, no creatures in the graveyard, meaning that this won't happen. Which means that if he wants to kill Liliana again, he could, but... First he takes... Well, if he takes 6, he goes down to 4, It takes 2 from Sheoldred, it goes to 2. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh no. If I let one of my creatures die, then he'll bring it back with Portal Phyrexian. I don't want that, so... Menace first. Sheoldred, the last drop. What do you draw? If it's a good card, we might lose. If it's a bad card, we might win. It's all about top decks now. I just wish I had a Pilfer and one of these draws. Did I get any in this game? I got 2. Okay, so we got 2 out of the 4, so it's a reasonable amount in half our deck. Our opponent's deciding to rope. He can still fly if he wants to fly over. But he really needs the life. I mean, even lifelink won't save him. He has to attack to get lifelink. The Steel Seraph is only good when you're aggressive. I don't really like Steel Seraph in this kind of deck. And Portal to Phyrexia is a deck where you need to have creatures in your graveyard. So, if you want to make a mono white Portal, you're going to need some good white artifact creatures. And there really isn't any in current meta. Steel Seraph is probably the best card, unfortunately. Top deck land. I'm sorry, that's a terrible draw, and you lose. I don't know how he can get out of this. Because next turn I'm going to make him sack a creature. He can sack the pilot after he crew the Bankbuster. So he'll have a 4/4 and a 5/4, which if I attack with 3 creatures, he won't be able to do anything against. He'll have to take 3. Right, and if he takes 3, he'll just attack Liliana with lifelink. He'll go to 10, and then he'll only have 1 creature left. Which means he can't block Menace.
Fine. I'll take my zombies and leave.
Oh. Well, that's disgusting. Alright, so if I attack here, he's going to crew and block the... No, there are 4/4s. I don't even know what I'm thinking. Let's see. We'll just start exiling random cards. I don't think it matters. I don't have any creatures anyway, so... Yeah, they're not going to lose any life, but what is he going to do? Block one of the 4/4s? It's still lethal on board. GG. Bye-bye. Mono-wise, no match for Mono Black. And they're a janky deck, we're a janky deck, but we out-janked them with our Pilfers. And that is how you play Mono Black Disruption. This deck is actually kind of fun, right? We won 2 games in a row, 100% win rate. Let's look at the deck. Again, I think... I don't even know if there's some fine-tuning you can do. Maybe you want to add in a Duress instead of a Pilfer, but I think Pilfer has been doing very well. March of the Wretched Sorrow has been doing okay. We draw it, we use it to kill the Wandering Emperor. All the cards in here has been good, other than maybe the Celestis. The Celestis, we discarded it because we had a lot of lands, and that really wasn't bad. We do need a Bankbuster for all the card draws to keep up our card advantage, and you have to be careful playing Liliana because she is symmetric. The +1 is symmetric. Both players have to discard, so you gotta be able to discard cards, and Bankbuster help us to do that, right? We keep drawing cards so that we have cards to discard to Liliana while still be able to play whatever we want to play that turn. We didn't draw in the Gix command. That would have been extremely helpful in the last game because we get to bring things back from the graveyard and then constantly have things to discard. And we can make our opponent sack creature. That's always useful. But overall, I think this deck is fun to play. I don't know if it's better than aggro or better than control. So far, in the 2 games that we played, it seems like it is a lot better in those scenarios, but more data is probably necessary. Although, so far, I had the most fun playing this deck because I love getting to use hand disruption on my opponent because it is a different dimension a lot of people don't foresee, and because they don't know how to play around that, they discard the cards they actually need to go against us. And that is how we win the game. And that's why I love this deck the most out of the 3 that we've played so far. But again, I don't think this is going to have the highest win ratio. It's just the most fun thing to play. That's all I got for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.